Okay, so we talked about songs and how helpful they can be for learning. So since it's President's Day, I've written 2 songs, one for George Washington and one for Abraham Lincoln, and we have been learning it. It just has some key information that I wanted my students to know about these presidents, and it's a really good way for it to stick in their brain. A few ways that we did this, that I did this, was had pictures as well. So if a student is struggling to maybe read or remember the song, they can look at the pictures, bing, okay, yeah, that's what we were singing about. Also, we do hand motions. So that is another kinesthetic way. They're standing up, they're moving. It helps to remind them what they're singing about. This is more of a chant. So I would sing it and then they would repeat it. That's why each line is written twice. And this is a really great thing. We do a lot of fun ways to do this chant in the classroom. So you could do boys versus girls, you could do table group colors versus each other. So one is leading and the other one's following, and then we swap. So the other group leads and the other one follows, and then kind of see like, okay, who led best or whatever it may be. And then we also do this by, we have students who, I can have my star student lead it. They'll come up and get to lead it, or before a lesson, I might say, hey, I'm going to be looking for someone who's super shiny, who's doing XYZ, whatever my expectation is that I want for that lesson. And then I'll be looking for someone and they get to come up and lead the chant. And other than maybe like your 2 or 3 kids who hate being in front, most kids are excited to then be like, I want to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and sing it. I'm going to respond. I'm going to pretend like I'm the kid. So I'm going to say it and I'm going to repeat it. But if you were doing this in a classroom setting, you would just lead and then they would follow you. So it's Abraham Lincoln, 16th president, 16th president. Lives in a log cabin, lives in a log cabin. Love to read, love to read. Started the Civil War, started the Civil War. Emancipated the slaves, emancipated the slaves. Abraham Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln, he's on the penny, he's on the penny. And then every time after we're done, I say Emancipation Proclamation. And my kids say Emancipation Proclamation. I say, what did that do? And they'll go, it freed the slaves. So that's also just to kind of add in using academic language and then reminding them what that means. So this is one way that I've taught Abraham Lincoln.